Testing one, two. Testing. 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 Testing one, two. Testing. All right, y'all. What's good? I'm gonna go over why I believe that this badge system is actually a FIFA system. Me being a person that used to play FIFA, when they said the word tiers, I knew I heard it from somewhere, but it didn't click until I recently looked at all the games that I had, just on this, and I looked at FIFA. So let me read this real quick. The most impactful change when it comes to building players is to inform of a new badge system for next gen. When looking at the telemetry from previous years, we noticed that players often gravitated towards the same badges, which we have been doing for the past 4 to 6 years, and as a result, became a little overpowered by stacking certain badges together. This year, we're moving to a tiered, a tiered system, and the reason why I repeated it is because that got stuck in my head for the past 3 to 4 days. There are 16 badges per attribute and per category, 8 for tier 1. This right here, I want y'all to remember this real closely. 8 for tier 1, 4 for tier 2, and what is it? 3 for tier 3, or 4 for 3 of treat. Whatever the case. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous because it's my first time doing live, so work with me. Badges are least powerful for your player, but also cost the least amount of badge points. This also, I want you to remember this and read. In fact, all of this right here, just remember all this. Badges are the least powerful for your player, but also cost the least amount of badge points, and costs can go up as you climb the tiers and acquire for more impactful badges. The basic idea is that you'll need to equip a certain number. I want y'all to remember this also. A certain number of badges in the lower tiers before you can equip badges in the highest tier. Before I go on, the reason why I said this brought me to FIFA is because I used to be a habitual player. And I mean, when I'm talking about playing Ultimate Team, in 15, I almost dropped somewhere between 15,000 and close to 16,000. And that year, 16, I dropped almost 13.5. And 17, which was the year I said, you know what, I can't do it no more, was 8 stacks. So that's about close to 50,000, somewhere in the ball figure, 50, 45. Y'all that know how to do the math, let me know. With that being said, the reason why I said this is FIFA is because of this right here. I'm about to show you. This is FIFA 21. This is their layout. So, in order for you to understand this, I'm gonna have to break it down from 2K language versus FIFA language. But I'm gonna try to make both understand one from another. This is your pretty much your whole physical and your rating system of what you got. There are different archetypes in there. You got 5 different archetypes for 5 different playing styles. So with those playing styles, it opens up a branch where you could sit there and you could build different kind of badges and tiers of badges. This is the part where I say this idea that 2K got as far as a tier system, a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3 came from this game. I'm almost 80% certain it came from this game. And if it comes out to be like this, All I'm asking is for my flowers at the end of the day. With that being said, there's 15 skill points that you see. In those 15 skill points, you got 0 for physical, defending, so on and so forth. Those 15 points are allocated to whatever you want, which is physical, defending, dribbling, passing, shooting, and pace. So, as you hit this right here, this is your archetype system for what we got for FIFA. If you look on physical, it costs 1. The reason why it costs 1 is because if we go back, my player only weighs 165. I'm not physical. So they're gonna give me physicality by just a point. But there's a trade-off, being that since I'm skinny, I get a point because I'm not that physical type of player. But the trade-off is because now I decided to be a playmaker. Now in 2K, you got play shots and playmaking, play shot creators and so on and so forth. The one thing that they always do, if I remember correctly, and please let me know in the comments below or in the chat right now, that the lighter the point guard is, the better animations, the better badges, so on and so forth. Okay. The tier system goes like this. Since it's physical, they're not going to charge me 2 or 3 points. This is like tier 1. If tier 1 is the lowest in 2K terms, yes, this is the tier 1. The tier 2, it costs, but it's still, the cost is the same because why? My player doesn't weigh that much. So they're giving it to me practically for free. But if I really want to have some kind of agility with the physicality, this is where the tier 3 comes in at, or tier 1, tier 3, however it is, the highest tier over there in 2K. This is what the point system is. So if you look at it in essence, the top is tier 1, pretty much your bronze badges. The branch down here is silver, around here. And then the bottom is your gold. And then if you got enough points, you can get it on Hall of Fame. So I can go like bam, 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 bam. There. But we're not going to do that. No, we are. Didn't want to do that. But, oh, okay, yeah, I can't. And this is where you detract and go back. This is what 2K is going to have us doing this year. I honestly believe Mike Wang took FIFA's idea of their builder and their badges, and they're putting it over here on 2K. Defending, this is like lockdown. Being that I'm skinny and I'm short, by 5'7", I am penalized. Therefore, by me being penalized, this is bronze right here. That's why it's only going to cost me 2 points right here, and I still got 13 left over. Then if I want to go to silver, go here. Oh, hold on. 1, then 1. If I want to go to a gold level or somewhat, or up a higher tier, but within that same silver, 3, bam. But it locks me out because I still have to make up a difference of the sliding tackle and also for the stand tackle. But being that I'm so skinny and I don't weigh that much, this is why these ratings are low. And this is why they're giving it to me on the low. Now, since I'm skinny and short, this is what's going to cost me the most. So look at this as like, this section here is like killer crossover handles for days. So let's go like handles for days. Quick handle for days. Okay, bam. Let's go handle for days, right? Let's say handle for days costs 2. If I want handle for days again, but on silver, it's going to cost me 1, 2. This whole section is silver within itself. Or if I say, for example, let's say, and this is what I'm thinking, they go handle for days here, Well, let's eliminate this. Let's go quick first step. Takes 2 points for Braun quick first step. Let's say, okay, I want to get it on silver. Now it's going to cost me another 2. Why? Because it's 1 and 1. But when I get down here, it's going to cost 2. And then and that's for gold. But this right here, ignore the bottom part. I don't know if it is a Hall of Fame. If it is going to be a Hall of Fame badge version, then that will be like the 3 right here. But we're only going by 3 tiers. So if it's only 3 tiers, this is your 3 tiers right here. And within it, as you go down, whatever is silver can be unlocked with this. So like say, for example, quick first step and handles for days. Now, since you unlock 2 or both. That I don't know yet. That still have to be decided on, or we need more information on it. But I'm showing you this because this is pretty much a FIFA idea at the end of the day. They took a tier system. They called it a tier system. And they flipped it upside down. FIFA got this upside down. So if you really look at it, you're looking at it like, now that I'm explaining it, it's right side up to you. But in reality, they took it and they flipped it around and they called it a tier system. The same thing here. Like, let's say when it comes to, playmaking, let's say this is like passing. Well, not passing. I don't know what would constitute passing since bullet passers away. Maybe pass fake maestro. Let's just call it, for the sake of argument, pass fake maestro. And needle threader. Let's call this needle threader. So now, let's say, for example, you want needle threader and, okay, needle threader, dimer. There you go. Because I don't think they took dimer out the game. So you can go needle threader here. Bam, bam. It can cost you 3 points just to get out of that bronze division or that tier 1. And then when you get to tier 2, now it costs you 2. Then after it costs you 2, and remember too, like if you look at the right side of the screen also, once I go down here, there's a level cap to getting badges and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure they haven't changed that. But it requires me to get at least a 77. So if I hit this, there it is. So it's going to boost up the attribute due to the fact that I got that badge. Now this is silver. And then right here is gold. Then with it, I don't know if, because I got needle threader and dimer, that they're going to do this also. That because I unlock all this, then I get to unlock whatever's on that right side. So if it's going by individual badges, then that will be the way how the system will be worked in. But if they're going like, if you get unlock needle threader, you can get dimer also with it because, you're getting assists, then it will be looking somewhat in this kind of familiarity. Where once you go down here, all of this is filled up over here. So let's say, for example, all this needle threader was just 3 points because it's going to cost 1, 1, 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. That's 3 points right there. Now, if you look at the right with the 3 points, disregard this right here. I got 15 points. So with the 15 points, I got 1, 14, 1, 13, 1, 12. Then if I go down here, and let's say, ignore this because I know it's going to go lower. It's going to take another 3 plus whatever I take from this. And which I think they might do this too. So this is needle threader and this is dimer. Let's say I go down here to unlock this. They're going to take the 3 that you got here plus another 3. And the 2 right here, that's 7. And then if I go down here, there's another 2. And with the other 2, it's going to branch off and meet up right here. So I honestly believe, in my eyes, they're going to this kind of system. When he said tier, it made me think, what is the closest thing that came close to a tier type of setting as far as making a my player outside of 2K? And I really got to thinking, this is the only thing I came up with. Yeah, passing, shooting. Now, being that I'm a person that's light, I'm going to be able to shoot. So, being that I'm going to be able to shoot, this will be like a tier 1 right here. Anything below that straight line is considered a tier 1. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. Hold on, I can't even see my chat. Let me try to pull up my chat real quick. So, by this being the way it is, let's say, for example, I ain't that good of a shooter. Okay. So, let's say one badge costs 1, and this one costs 1. That's it. That's my tier for that. Let's say, like, this is Dead Eye, and this is, like, mid-range Dead Eye, and this is, like, what is that new badge, Claymore? So, in order to get out of a bronze, it's going to take me, like, that's what, 4? That's 15. I'm down to 11. So, let's say I want to get Claymore on silver. It's going to cost me a total of bam. I got 8 left, 6, and 2 more. And then if I want on Hall of Fame, it'd be like that. It costs everything. This is why they're going and telling you guys you must be judicial with your amount of trying to figure out what is best for you and your play style. They got this idea from FIFA. I am almost 80, if not 1,000% sure this came from FIFA. It had to. And nobody thought about no tier system. Ain't nobody talked about a tier system till FIFA came out. And this right here, this is like their My Player Builder. This has been out since 2018. And this is how their badge system worked. So when he said tiers, I started thinking, I said, you know what? Let me go back to 21. And then when I opened up the game and I opened up the app, it hit me. Anything above this line, it would be considered like bronze or tier 1. The middle, tier 2. And before I can get to the bottom, I gotta unlock these. So I did want to make a video about this, but being that it's a very complex thing to talk about, I said, well, let me just go ahead and do a live stream. So that way I can at least, talk about it just on a run. So, me personally, do I like it? I love it. I love it. Because now you have variety with it. Now you have a choice where you can sit there and choose like, okay, hey, listen, I don't want to play, I want to be like this physical guy, but here's the thing. I made a shooter. When I made a shooter, it's costing me more. It's going to cost more. Because let's say this is tier 3 or gold. This right here is silver. And this right here is bronze. Power shots is going to cost me 1. But the lower I go with the 1 and that one, that's 4. That's 5 actually. Now I'm down 10. And then if I wanted to go, it's another 2. And with it, it may unlock something on the other side also, as far as like shooting. Okay, maybe you'll get mid-range, midi Dead Eye or midi Magician, and what else? Claymore, Space Creator. Because those are new badges that's coming out. But that's how it worked over here in FIFA. I honestly believe that Mike Wang and the 2K company probably took the umbrage the fact that they brought out crossplay, so they probably took their idea as far as their badge system and said we're gonna apply it over here and make it look better than yours. Because for the past couple of years, 2K been forever trying to keep up and trying to catch up as far as with EA Sports, as far as their money and their marketing and everything. Because EA knows they could drop 2K and 2K is dead probably like within a month and a half. People either cry, complain, it doesn't get interesting, the rewards suck, stuff like that. So this is gonna be very interesting. But I'm gonna tell you something now. If this badge system come out the way it is, all I'm asking, and I know some of y'all gonna probably like take it and use it. And I don't care, y'all use it, man. Get the word out. Get the word out on this video or this live stream. But if it does come out that is something to this effect or this formula, just give me my flowers at the end of the day. That's all I'm asking. And if not, that's cool. I still love you anyway. Anyways, the script here. I'm gonna end the stream. Let me know what y'all think. Because this one thing here, this right here, if they bringing this in, it's a wrap. All you play shots, you that claim that could dribble for 20 years straight, don't get the ball plucked, shoot fades from here all the way over to the parking lot somewhere in the middle of Afghanistan. Y'all done in now. Y'all done in now. We in the even playing field. And that go for defending also. Us defenders, we're going to be on an even playing field. So, let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all stopping by. So, y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. Stay safe out there. Don't get in no trouble this weekend. And make sure your behind is in church too come Sunday, all right?